Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Record Art. This is Arthur Bueno, your host, and on this fourth episode of Record Art, we have Rina Sawayama on her full-length debut, Sawayama. um, so, if you guys don't know, she is, I believe, a UK artist. I think she's originally from Japan, if I remember correctly. And Rina, if you're watching this, sorry if I'm butchering information, but um, me and my girlfriend are big fans of your work. This is probably one of the best records had come out this year in 2020, and this record actually came all the way from the UK. This is certainly a record that I and my girlfriend do enjoy together. And she's been actually kind of exposing me on a lot of, pop outfits and such as Rina. I did see Rina on the Needle Drops, what do you call this? Review on her, I believe it was an EP she did, and she had red hair. And I listened to a couple of tracks. I'm like, dang, this is some heavy shit for being a pop record. But you guys should definitely get it. It's a really great record, and I can't recommend it enough for you to support more Asian artists out here. But here we go. Right off the bat, Rina. Rina. I mean, just look at the design of this. The image itself, Rina is just, really just a sculpture. You know what I mean? She is a canvas that, can be made into, a painting, a freaking, you can turn her into a statue. You can do a lot of stuff. You could paint her face and hands and just arms, like her whole body, and she knows how to rock it. What I was kind of looking at in this record is sort of like the clarity of the image. It looks as if it's kind of blurry. Looks like it was zoomed in quite a bit. You can see some artifacts here, but like digital kind of pixelated artifacts, you know what I mean? And I don't know if that bothers me at all or anything like that. I'm not really expecting, museum prints, because this is kind of like, machine production, print. But at the same time, if you really think about it, as I was sort of just pondering this while, sort of looking at this image and such, it sort of fits, it being kind of like, the concept of this record. She does say something pretty interesting about, a specific chat program that she used to use, MSN Messenger. And I'm like, oh my God. That took me back in the hotmail.com days, man. So the color palette is more of a sort of gold situation here. It's so crazy how carefully designed this front cover is. You can see that line. Boom. Like, that's so fantastic. The shapes right here. Boom. Like, shape right here, and the hair just kind of just going down. It's like you can see so much movement going on. Like, I feel like this right here sort of stops you from looking at the top and makes you kind of just look here right in the bottom. Even though this is the brightest part, it looks like no, actually, I don't know if that's the brightest part, because you do see some like that sparkle right here, those hot sparkles. And if you can see that. And also that specular highlight in the eyes. Like that, those eyes, that look. I mean, man. Like, we can talk about that all day. You know what I'm saying? Like that shape, those shapes. This is what I love about records, is when they really think about the images and what is going to be on the front cover. You know what I'm saying? So this image alone, when you look at it at the record store, you just, who is that? Who's that? Would you look at that? Would you look at this? Like you can see, like there's like a lot of. It seems like there's like a lot of A and V shapes, right? It's A, A, A. So this triangles, a lot of very triangular. You know what I mean? I mean, the only thing is that it's just there's a lot of. It looks like there's a lot of pixelation, like they zoomed in like a bunch. I don't know if I'm very crazy about this right here, though. I want to see if I can actually cover it with something. Let's see. If I had, let's see, if I had. Oh, if I looked at it like that. Like, she didn't necessarily need, or the team who had designed this didn't necessarily need to put that Sawayama right there. Like, boom. There is the face. The face already tells you that this shit is intense. And when you have that title right there, it's just like, fuck. Like, why would you want that right there? You don't need it. You already have it right on the spine. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you can see that. I think you can, but yeah, it's, I got a okay web camera, but can't deny the fact that you can just that would have been great. Alrighty, right there. Maybe if they produce more of these, they can just get rid of that top title. But that's the production team. That's not my vision. But that is just, that's fucking awesome, man. This right here alone. So this already is a home run for me. And right here, I'm looking at like the backwards text, because the S is backwards Sawayama. Sawayama, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm, too ecstatic about the lighting here, because you can tell it's like the angle right here is on the right side. 40, I guess 45-degree angle, right? Okay, and it's right here, but you don't see that specular highlight in her eyes. It's just a big boom right there, right in her forehead. But you can't deny that the outfit is just like sexy and fierce and just awesome. You know what I mean? Like this woman takes, she doesn't give a fuck. She makes a statement. The glitter though in the background though, I don't know if I like that, because you don't see that right here in the back. It's actually almost, distracting. But at the same time, I can kind of see it being um like it was almost as if like they thought about it, was like it would look really weird if it was this colored background and it just looked like it was just photoshopped in. You know what I mean? Just like they just you know basically copy and pasted it on that same like colored background here. That outfit is spicy picante. I don't know, man. Maybe even on this right here, she could have just. I don't know if the aesthetic was to make it look like it was like a 90s record or early 2000s record as far as design. Um, Also, the record, like, okay, how they placed the song titles. So this I don't know. This doesn't really make any sense to me. Maybe it's to fill the space in. What they could have done was they could have just had it right here down the middle and just put it all in the center. I mean, I can see it being kind of like a design sort of aspect to it, but that's just I don't know. I don't really get that. All right. Let's look inside. Okay, let's see if I had. I think I did have a download code for this, but not so sure. I think it's in there. Yeah, I'll figure it out later. I don't really care, but I just wanted to, sort of. I just care about the artist. That's all that matters to me, if I have it or not. So the record sleeve is also the lyric sheet. Okay, I don't. Why was that put? I don't know why they put that upside down. That doesn't make any sense there. So everything else is sort of like consistent. This is interesting. I'm going to read this to you right here on the right side. Thank you to my mom. I don't know anyone stronger than you, raising a girl alone in a country that didn't understand you. I'm sorry I was ungrateful growing up, and I'm so proud of you and our relationship now. Thank you to my family and extended family for the drama, love, and pain. I wouldn't have had it any other way. Wow. Let's see. Thank you, Tom M., for believing in me from the beginning and being my moral compass. I love our vegan lunches and scalding hot tea. Rina, you're a dork, man. Now the reveal of the record. It's just straight to the point. Like, I love that. Let's see. Oh, shit. Okay, so that makes sense. So there's something right here on this record. I don't know if you can see it. I'd maybe have to take a picture of it, though. I don't know. Can I actually... Let me see if I can actually get camera angle on that? No, it won't let me do it. But probably have to do that later in post. But right here, you might see like a little highlight right there, some engraving, because it says for my pixels, my chosen family. And that is a really cool little detail of this record, which makes sense about this kind of like image, it being kind of slightly pixelated. So that right there, that kind of sold me. But it's gold. Like, the thing is gold, man, and it's really cool. Like, it's a really cool like looking record. Um, and that's all that she and the production team decided to do, is they just, oh, there is a download code. I saw the little slip there. It's good. It's a really great record. The design of this record is pretty straightforward. I think that, again, the music speaks for itself, and it's just a really classic record. This is a classic. The only gripe that I have really is sort of the top part right here. Is that didn't really need to be there, to be honest, because Rina, it's right there. Let me just cover it with right there. That's so good. If anybody were to pick up this record, they'd be like, wow, like that's kind of cool. So, man. Well, that I guess that's pretty much it. That's all I can really say about it. Rina, you did a really good job with this record, with your crew, and the production of this record itself is pretty nice. I think again, like I said, I'm not really feeling the top part of the record here. But whoever photographed it and designed it and did the costume work and the makeup and whatnot, I mean, your team is really, 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 really good. And then it's a very thoughtful kind of record, you know what I mean? It's very glamorous. It's very, like, edgy. It's very honest. And I just can't say enough good words about it, you know what I mean? I love it. And I'm glad that you released it. And I'm glad you really represent us Asians, man. You know, me being Filipino and stuff, you know, I guess in my upbringing, I look up to like stronger women, and I love and kind of envy their sort of their strength, their mental strength for sure. Anyway, all right, guys. Thank you for watching this episode of Record Art. If you like this episode, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you want more videos like this in the future, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. As always, thank you for tuning in. Peace.